Hi guys. Hello. Last video of the day. I wanted to share something with you guys. So they're called baby boomers because, well, basically the men went off to the war and they knocked up their women, and when they came back there was an explosion of population. But why do most people from that specific time frame seem like emotionally stunted or detached? Why? Think about it. They're not very loving. Maybe in their actions, yes, but not in their hugs and kisses and telling you that they love you. There's a reason for that. See, around this time period, when the women would go into the hospital for birth, they had something new that came out. It was called Twilight Sleep. I don't know if any of you women have ever heard of it, but please leave your comments, because they don't do this anymore. But what it was they basically gave these women who were about to give birth ether, and it put them in a catatonic state. And what happens is, when the baby is born, they put it in towel, they clean it up a little bit, but they don't wash it in water to get all the placenta and all that stuff off. Do you know why? There's a reason. It's because as the baby comes out of the womb and into our atmosphere, the temperatures can fluctuate quickly, and if you put them underwater, the temperatures could either plummet or raise really high. So they don't do that. So these women were under what's called twilight sleep, and they would basically give birth while half catatonic. And here's the important thing: the reason that they give you the baby right away is because they put it on the mother's chest, because they sync up heartbeats, and because the very initial moment the baby's out, it is purely lost. It's confusion. It is pure. In fact, if you guys want to do something fun, go to Google. There's actually a name for the first shit that a baby takes, because there's no bacteria in it. There's a specific name. The mother has to bond with the child right there. That's how they emotionally bond right away. Because these women were in ether-induced, basically comas. They never had that initial connection. And the first moments of afterbirth are so important. And they feed the way for how everything's going to be. So if the baby doesn't get that initial contact and it's just basically put into a bin, its personality is going to start developing from there on. Remember, it's nature and nurture, guys. They stopped doing that, and that's basically that. So I wanted to just let you guys know that I think that's pretty much what happened, is the rise in twilight sleep, or twilight dreaming, where they would ether the mother, and then she would be so out of it she couldn't actually hold the baby and establish that immediate maternal bond. What you're also supposed to do is not clamp the umbilical cord right away, because there's stem cells and cord blood and things that the baby needs. You have to give it like an hour. But no, the hospitals want to clamp it. They don't want you to keep it because they sell it. It's a business, guys. And then what happens? They'll come in with the birth registry. They'll come in with all the shots, and they'll start putting you into the system. So